Hey everybody, welcome to the God Factory. I'm gonna today just show you guys some time that I found randomly when MrBeast kind of got it wrong. He got it way wrong. But yeah, uh,
I just spin a YouTube channel with over 100,000 subscribers, just tons of subs, and they ended up quitting YouTube. And I used to wonder, like, how could you ever quit YouTube when you used to love it so much? But then now I look at how I used to love Call of Duty and how I can't stand it anymore. It's weird to think about because I actually really like doing YouTube right now. I'm having a ton of fun. But a couple of years from now, I'm not going to want to do YouTube anymore. I'm going to end up quitting, even if I have a couple 100,000 subscribers, because I just kind of like Call of Duty used to be. It's just not going to be fun anymore. I'm not going to be able to stand it. It's the last thing in the world I'm going to want to do. I don't know. It's just weird to think about, but more than likely that's going to happen to me or anyone out there that does YouTube. But hey, hopefully I'll make a lot of money before then.
well, I mean, as you guys can obviously see where he was wrong in this situation. This isn't a video to rag on MrBeast or anything like that. I fully support MrBeast. As a matter of fact, he's one of the YouTube channels that we've been continuously accessing to just research, because our channel ourselves continued to upload and upload, but now we're starting to get serious. But the reason why MrBeast was wrong was because he said that even if he had 100,000 subscribers, that he would quit because he would be he wouldn't want to do YouTube. So that is obviously wrong, because this dude has like 100 million, 200 million subscribers now. I'm not even sure, but he has a lot of subscribers, and he does not look like he's slowing down YouTube one bit. So right there, he was just wrong. But it's not like it's a bad thing. He's making good, great content for everybody. So yeah, so pretty much the reason why I'm even posting this video, other than that, is because I wanted to tell you guys that I am starting to take YouTube seriously. So I do apologize for not uploading a lot of videos lately and frequently. Once I'm able to get the editing processes done a lot quicker, I can upload more content for you guys. But I do plan on making content regularly to keep you in the loop on what I'm doing to grow the channel. I'll be letting you guys know how much editing I've got done on the current video that I'm working on, along with something random that maybe I've come across that I think that might help you, or maybe something random or something that's just funny. But I feel like I'm not able to engage with you all nearly as much as I used to when I was live a lot, ever since I've started taking YouTube serious. So a little bit ironic, since I'm supposed to be making sure that I take you serious as well. So that's why I'm going to start uploading regularly, even if it's not in the content format that we are aiming to produce. I still want to interact and hang out with you guys on a regular basis. But the reason why it's taking so long to make uploads is because I'm micromanaging every detail of every video, of every second, of every minute, of every bit of watch time on every edit. That means I'm editing each second individually. So if that's a 15-minute video, that's over 50,000 seconds. I'm individually editing. I'm doing all that so that I can make the best content that I can make for you guys. Right now I'm focused on gaming content because I really love gaming, though I have begun making many other experimental channels to really unleash my creativity. I won't share them here because I don't want to bombard you with requests, but I will ask you to subscribe to my channel here. It would mean a lot, really only if you think you'll be interested in the content that I'm about to be producing, that I'm currently producing. Right now I'm working on a challenge. Oh yeah, I love making challenges. I love creating them for myself, and I love creating them for others. And when others participate in them, I love to give them prizes. Even if they don't win, I like to give them something. And this is something we've been doing since we started the YouTube channel. Way back when Clash of Clans first came out. A little bit of history on the channel here, and my growth ups and downs. So I started the channel to go live on YouTube in order to get people to join my clan on Clash of Clans, so that we would have active members in our clan to fight wars. Then Clash Royale came out, and I think I still have a picture of when it had 50,000 downloads on the Google Play Store, and then like the next day it was like 100 million. And when Clash Royale came out, I had the exact same idea. It worked, and we began to grow like crazy. In my view, I went from 0 subscribers to 100 subscribers in about a month. To me, that was crazy. I was like, wow, people like me. And once we hit this milestone, I was ready. I'd already been kind of talking about it a little bit, but we said, all right, our first giveaway, $100. And I was so happy to be able to do this. I mean, I didn't really have the money for it because I wasn't monetizing it, and also I was broke. So since we reached 100 subs, I wanted to give away a dollar for each subscriber. It just made sense because I was, poor, so I didn't have a lot of money to give away, but I still wanted to give something just to show how excited I was, and that was a little bit more than I was able to give away. But $54 didn't really seem like a cool thing to give away, like $54 giveaway, or $50 even. Just $100 just sounded cooler for 100 subs. So we did that, and we had some fun. We even documented trying to find a store in the middle of Oregon, away from any big city, and we ended up going to 2 different stores in a town that was an hour away from the town that we lived in at the time. We got it, and we did a random lottery, and we gave away that $100 to a random subscriber that was in the live stream at the moment, and it was just really fun. From there, the channel continued to grow to a few hundred in the following months, and I was finally able to monetize, which I was excited about. Since I grew up moving from over 30 different foster homes as a kid, so I really didn't know what I was going to do for money in life. I didn't have any inheritance or anybody to do things, put me through college or anything like that. I didn't have that stuff, so I really didn't know what the heck I was going to do. So making money on the internet was always appealing to me. I even made a business on MySpace when I was a kid that made like $3,000 in a couple weeks, when I had no money. That was a lot of money to me, I spent it all on school and went broke, and then had to drop out because my grants didn't come through for, foster care stuff. Anyway, so once I was able to monetize on YouTube, I really wanted to take advantage of this because I got excited. I got so serious about just making YouTube content and going live, and I wanted to just make something for everything. I'm serious. I made a video about how to make guacamole. I just wanted to make something for everything. So I want something for everyone, because I have so much in my brain that I want to share, but presenting it is the issue. But I was using a 15-year-old HP workstation. Okay, so it had two or 4 core. What was a 2-core processor? Yeah, no GPU, and it had like 4 gigabytes of RAM. I think I eventually crammed. I crammed like 16 gigabytes in it, because I think that was the maximum I could put in there, was 16 gigabytes. And then I crammed it, but I think maybe it had 16 gigs. At that time, I don't know, maybe it probably had less. I didn't have a camera, but my microphone was really good. It was really good. It was a music production microphone, because I was really into making music back then, and it was just amazing. And I was so happy when I bought it. I bought it off Craigslist from a guy who was going through hard times. It was a $500 microphone. He let me get it for $200, and I was like, heck yeah. So I bought it, and I had that microphone ever since, and that was the star of our YouTube channel for the longest time. It was the coolest thing I had besides the YouTube channel. But unfortunately, around the time we began posting Lord of the Rings content, and my channel had reached about 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers, and it was rapidly growing, and all it needed was more and more content. I say this in a dreadful way, because at this moment I went homeless. I got homeless. I became homeless. I became homeless with my brother and my girlfriend. We were also living in a trailer home, and we still couldn't afford to pay them, or to continue to pay them. I think we had about $1,500, a little bit more maybe, and our job was paying us at a rate in which our existence there was deteriorating financially. We decided to take our chances in Vegas. We actually used all the cans we stored in a huge bag ×2 to fill up our tank for the first few hours of driving onto Vegas. So we drove all the way there. We took I-84.
With all the money we have, about $1,500. We tried to get a place to live down there, but it turns out we didn't have enough money for a deposit, and we didn't know that. To make it even worse, it was going to take a few weeks to transfer our licenses over to Nevada so that we can start doing Uber in a new state. Our choices were either play all our money at a casino and hope and trust in the universe or God or somebody that we can't see to let us get lucky and hit for millions of dollars, and then all this would just go away. Or to use the money to get back to Oregon, where we had family and resources that we knew about. So we hopped back in the car and turned around for Oregon, because I'm not playing that. But this time we were going to Portland. We weren't going back to Arlington, Oregon, which we came from. Population 50. Though we were going to Portland, Oregon, we did stop there, but we ended up staying in Vancouver, Washington, which is right across the Columbia River from Portland, Oregon. In Washington, we would normally sleep in our car at a rest stop. We all signed up for 24-hour fitness memberships so that we could shower there. We could also work out. We could be in their hot tubs and their saunas while we're looking for jobs, while one of us is using the car to drive Uber to make some money so that we can save up for our place, clothes, food, etc., gas. Because we had to keep the car on in the winter all night so that we can be warm. It was really cold in Portland, Oregon, and that take a lot of gas. We also went to parks and rest stops that had those built-in barbecue grills so that we could eat some steaks and like different types of meat or whatever whenever we got like meat starvation going on in us, because we had to like eat mostly like trail mix and, you know, fresh carrots. That was cool, you know, fresh carrots and stuff, but you know, you need to cook them sometimes. Celery and peanut butter. We eat apples and all these fruits, and I ate really, really healthy when I was homeless, like healthier than I've ever eaten, besides when I was juicing back when I was a kid or a teenager. But we just ate snacks and like healthy snacks though, like nuts and fruit and stuff like that. But eventually you want meat. You're like, man, I'm starving. You know, we get some burritos sometimes or whatever. We didn't really eat fast food because we were thinking, like, we're going to get, you know, really unhealthy if we're not sleeping right, you know, and we're constantly
on our feet until the 8 hours we get to sleep at night and just eating fast food. We were just going to get sick, and we couldn't be okay with that. So we just went to Winco Foods and got a bunch of bulk trail mix, all these like healthy snacks and stuff. And we just munched those away, worked out, saunaed up, hot tubbed up, and when we weren't sleeping, my brother and I just took turns on Uber. When we were sleeping in the tents, we would sleep next to the Columbia River or the Willamette River. The breeze was nice, and it was really hot in the morning times because the tent, even when you open that little thing, it just gets so humid in there because all our breath and stuff, and it's just like, you wake up with like, you think it's sweat on your face, but it's condensation from breath. But yeah, and it was like really hot in the morning, no matter, well, actually in the wintertime, it was cold, so we would sleep in the car for the winter times. But we sometimes needed to stretch our backs out, so we would sleep in the tent sometimes. The sun made that really unbearable though. And where we were sleeping most of the time didn't have tree cover for shade. So it was like a field next to a river of just grass and stuff like that, and then a river. So we would just be like in the tall grass and hope that nobody sees us. People saw us. But we tried to be out of people's way. And it was in an underdeveloped part of the town. One time we were so hungry that we had to split a can of Vienna sausages 3 ways. Those little cans of Vienna sausages. They were so good. Eventually, one of my other brothers, he found out that we were homeless, that we were sleeping in our car, and he insisted that we move with him. We were squatting there for a while, and eventually his manager found out that we were squatting there, and she said that we couldn't do that, so we had to leave. But we were going to go back to the car, but
after a week of sleeping in the car, we got a deal to move into an apartment for $100 to move in, you know, because we couldn't afford the deposits. That's the huge thing that we were like struggling with. It was the deposits. So we got $100 move-in special. We moved in there. We really couldn't afford the rent, but if we, you know, grinded out Uber enough that we could kind of make it work, and we did make it work, although we were broke all the time.
Through all that time though, my channel had grown to over 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers just from old content that I had posted before. So I began to just grind out live streaming and making content of mobile games that I was playing at the time, because I didn't have money still to even buy games that were cool, or I didn't even have money for Call of Duty because that's what was cool at the time and stuff. I didn't have money for those things, so I was just trying to play these games that I could play, and I was playing them in a free way, and I was just showing people how to play it for free and still compete with pay to win players. And that showed us quite a bit of growth, and we pushed around 4,000 subscribers at that time, at which we got even more serious, and I started to just grind, and we pushed it to about 6,000 subscribers in a couple days after we hit our 4,000 mark, maybe a month. Then I decided I wanted to become smarter and go to college. So I stupidly enlisted in the military to try and pay for it. So I did, and I went into the military. By the way, this is not my squadron. I was not in 331 TRS, and I was not part of the Wolf Pack. I was a Knight 324. That was my squadron. I found this shirt once I got to tech school, and it was in my dorm. And my dorm mate, he was actually from 331. Yeah, he was from 331, and so was his ex-roommate. But his ex-roommate had left us there, and I didn't buy a shirt for my squadron. I was just cheap like that. I was like, how's that going to make me money in the future? I can't buy that. No. But I found this, and I was like, hey, I got me a shirt. Now I got me a shirt, even though it ain't my squadron. It's not my squadron, but you guys see? 331, they was pretty cool. They were down the street from us, and, you know, we envied them because I believe they had the nice buildings. Yeah, they lived over there in Disneyland. Anyway, maybe Well, I was over in Alcatraz. Once I got out of the military, because I realized it was not going to pay for all the school that I needed. And no, I did not join the military because I'm a patriot and I really love and want to serve my country. I didn't say that when I signed up. But I did want to pay for school, and it wasn't going to pay for school. So eventually I didn't want to re-enlist, and I just got out. So I just got back into YouTubing. But I wasn't super serious about it. But I was feeling like I wanted to do it for money, but not just for money, because I want to entertain people, but I can't entertain people without having money to sustain my existence. But I want to entertain people because it's entertaining for me to see how my entertainment entertained those people. And it's just so entertaining for me to analyze that for myself. I'm a numbers guy. So I just tried to upgrade my computer. My computer was so bad that you cannot upgrade that computer anymore. If you upgrade it, you're basically just changing the motherboard and then it's a new computer. So I just went to Best Buy and got a computer for $800. It was still very bad. It had like a 4-core processor from AMD. It was like a Ryzen 3 or 4 or something like that. It had an AMD 570X GPU with probably about 8 gigabytes of RAM, which I immediately put 32 gigabytes of RAM in, plus the 8 gigabytes I already had in there, you know. Wait, that was after I upgraded a whole bunch of times. No. So yeah, I only had 32 gigs in there. But after I upgraded my RAM, I was poor again. But for a few years, I just saved up to get a better computer, and now my computer benchmarks at a spaceship. And so does the other computers that I used to have to be on because, you know, I upgraded them. I ripped everything out of all those computers that used to give me a hard time, and I put other stuff in it that's way better. Now with all this power that I have, I'm ready. I'm really ready now to take YouTube serious. I'm ready to take you guys serious. I'm ready to take myself serious in this creative process. And these videos that I'm going to be posting more frequently than usual are not going to be the content format that we are going to be pushing out. I'm going to be letting you guys in on the process of me creating for this new YouTube format that our channel is going to be using. So consider this video just sort of like me as a gamer to gamer telling you what I'm doing while I'm making this content for you. So this is me hanging out with you, and the content that I'm going to be showing you guys I'm working on in these videos is the real content that I'm working so hard to produce to get to you guys. It would be a lot easier with a team though, and everybody's welcome here at the God Factory. I'm Elises, by the way. You can even call me Roz if you want. It doesn't really matter. But I'm Elises. That's my gamer tag, man. And I like it better than my real name. But like I said, I'm really serious now about YouTube and the growth of the channel. Now I've moved back to Nevada. I didn't move to Las Vegas. I moved to a city right outside of Las Vegas just because I don't like traffic or noise. So we live by Las Vegas with the same girlfriend, 4 new dogs. 2 of them are brand new puppies. And my brother lives in a bigger house with his girlfriend. And now I have the time to create. And I want to create for you and for myself because it's my own therapy. And it's technically your therapy too, because if you're on YouTube, you're looking for something to give you a thought, to give you a feeling in your head. So I want to be there for you. I love people. But ironically, I love killing zombies. And zombies have to be people before they can be zombies, right? Or they're going to be like a zombie dog. But a dog to me, that's a person. The fact that I love zombies brings me to the next part of the video. I'm obsessed with them, so I'm working on challenges to make it really difficult for me and others to survive.
I normally just make these challenges for myself because I really like difficult video games, and normally video games aren't difficult enough for me to play them, as the developer has pumped it out and has put in the campaign and all that stuff for me to play.
Sometimes, you know, for me, that's not good enough. So if they allow me to, or if I'm able to get in there and somehow create a challenge that makes the game harder for me, then I love to do that. I also let other people try my challenges too, in which I give them prizes. And if they don't win, whatever, I still want them to take something away from their time with me. And that normally comes in the form now of ad revenue. I'm making videos to showcase those challenges for entertainment, really, and also as excuses to give people money. And I want other people to attempt them, but you know how it is. People's schedules, they all like never line up together. But if your schedule ever lines up with mine and you want to get into one of my challenges
and you beat my challenge, I will give you a prize for it. Most likely. It depends on the challenge, because some of these challenges are just for fun and we just want to have some fun and vibe out sometimes, and we don't always want to, you know, just have to be paying somebody to play the game with us. Sometimes we just want to play. But if we're making content of it, you'll still get something from it. You'll get ad revenue. If you're in the challenge with us and it's not like a prize one, you don't get a prize for it, you'll still get ad revenue from you participating in that challenge if your footage is ever uploaded over that your voice or your player name, that's you're just in there causing me to have fun somehow, then you're gonna get paid ad revenue when we upload that. That's just how I want to do it.
Because I want gamers to be able to help gamers continue to game. And if we don't have money, we cannot game. We have to go to work. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to give everybody enough money. I mean, that's like a really shot in the dark. But what if we, one day, what if we can, share the love and stuff like that and teach people how to become content creators and do the same thing I'm doing maybe and make a lot more money than if they had to share it with me, whatever. But even if our schedules don't line up and you never get in, the show must go on. And hopefully one day. And any content creators that want to get involved,
I want to give you guys webcams, and in the future as the channel grows, I want to be able to help upgrade you guys' systems, your PCs and stuff like that, and get you guys the games we're playing so you guys can get involved. I really want to be able to do that stuff.
but I currently am supplying webcams.
Just let me know if you want to be a part of the team. If you don't want to play the game, you could also just be an editor. Editors actually get paid more than just gamers, So if you want to edit the videos with me and help me to get these videos uploaded a lot quicker, you'll get paid for every upload that you assist with, and it'll be considerably more than someone who's just playing.
But if you show your face, you get paid more too. So yeah, if you guys like me and you want to hang out with me or whatever, subscribe. I'll be going live again when we hit 10,000 subscribers. Thank you everyone. I really appreciate you for watching the whole video. It means everything to me. I'm taking YouTube serious, and this is it, you guys. Let's start seeing some growth. It's gonna happen.